It's always good when the circus comes into town, man. They provide some of the greatest content that we've ever seen, and ultimately we can learn a good life lesson together here as a family. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with popular content creators Freshandfit, Myron and Byron, aka Walter and whoever else. Now, the reason why I say that is because they have the most outrageous alpha male takes on the internet from my perspective. You know, they preach about what to avoid, who to avoid, situations not to get caught up in, but sadly to say, they seem to get caught up in those situations themselves. A couple years ago, Myron got caught up for being on a sugar baby website and employing a young lady to be on the platform by coming under the disguise that he was, hey, I'm looking for a sugar baby, but really, oh, if I'm not willing to pay your fee, can you be on my show? And of course, he came up with some excuse that got him out of the situation. But Myron isn't the only one who gets caught up in these situations just like this. His co-host, Walter, just ran into a bunch of troubles with his new girlfriend, CJ Daisy, who won Miss Asia for her looks. And my oh my, does this look like the most treacherous woman on the entire planet. I'm not gonna lie to you. But she ran to the internet with this information about her getting pregnant by Walter and his ultimate responses behind that news.
I want the baby because I don't want to kill the baby. I don't want to kill nobody.
You're not. They just give you a pill and it's over.
I am pregnant. I can't pretending like nothing happened. I can't.
Now, what's going on here is Walter Meeks got this young lady pregnant. He, being the alpha male that he is now on the phone telling her that she needs to get an aberration. And naturally, she's saying she doesn't want to do it. Now, the Freshandfit podcast talk often about, practicing safe sex, not getting these bimbos pregnant, smashing a bunch of chicks, but still maintaining your seed until you are ready to start a family. And they even condemn those that start families out of wedlock. But it seems to me that Walter here has practiced poor penis management by getting this woman, I have no descriptors for her, knocked up.
I want to keep the baby.
Like I said, I just don't want any kids.
Okay, so what you gonna do? And what you gonna do to me?
Nothing.
Do to me is crazy. What?
Why would I do anything to you?
No, I know. So how are you gonna deal with this?
Oh my God.
By saying I don't want a baby?
See, the ultimate problem that I have with something like this in this situation is that, one, he's an alpha male. One, you are supposed to have these conversations pre having sex with a woman like this, or any woman in general. From our perspective right now, it looks like he just laid with some random woman and he got her pregnant. He shot the club up. But did he have a conversation beforehand about her beliefs? Did he know her religious beliefs? I would think no, because that's what they're saying in this. Does he know if she believes in pro-choice or pro-life? I would say no, he doesn't know this because they're having this situation right here. If you get in this situation and you're having a conversation with a young lady or a young man and you ask them, hey, what's your stance on pro-life or pro-choice, and they are the opposite of you, honestly, those are some of my immediate red flag deal breakers. We just need to go ahead, part ways, because we're on two separate pages just in case something happens, and I don't want something like bringing a child into this world without two parents to happen under my watch.
Go to the doctor, I guess.
So you want abortion?
I mean, yeah. Why do you want a kid now?
And why do you make me pregnant now?
Well,
there's no way that's true, but then it's like, oh wow, like.
So just think about it, it's meant to be. God wants you to have the baby. God wants you to have a baby. 7 years never happened. And then you're fucking me for a month and I'm pregnant. What does that mean? Now I just think about it, if you force me to kill the baby, then you're a sin.
Well, we already sinned by having sex.
Listen, Walter's wasting his time here trying to justify his actions, specifically to a Christian, somebody that has these beliefs in Jesus. Now, there's a possibility that this young lady right here could have an ulterior motive. Based off of what we see from her, I don't think that she needs some sort of gain or security from him specifically. If she was Miss Asia, truly, she does not need the Freshandfit stimulus package. So then the DMs get leaked, and this is where it gets actually pretty crazy because there's a full breakdown as to what's really going on. She says, all I'm saying is you should take the responsibility for what you did. I am a victim in this relationship. I am carrying your baby. You act like you don't care. You don't want nothing. Also, now I'm worried I have to test other girls, says Walter. At least 4. She says, another girl? 4 girls? You are saying you have sex with 4 girls without protection? I hope you have all the money for your child support. You finally admit you are fucking trash. Now, mind you, these could be complete diversionary tactics from Walter, but I don't believe that personally. I believe he is somebody who just got into fame, just got gotten into success in the last couple years, kind of like a young superstar in the NBA or in the NFL or whatever. I'm spraying and I'm praying. I'm believing whatever's being told. If they're on the pill, they're on the pill. If they're not, it doesn't matter to me, but I'm doing whatever I want to do. He talks about on the platform how he has plenty of girlfriends, but the fact that he's having unprotected sex with all these girlfriends is poor penis management and something only somebody that is lame and inexperienced would do. I don't have money. Good luck. LOL, you will see. You should have a kid with someone you are in love with in the same household. It won't be what you expect. Man up, question mark. I'm telling you now so you know. She says, I don't expect anything anymore since we are not together. I got pregnant with you while I was in your house and when I was in love. Ooh, so the plot thickens. You wanted to have the baby. If you didn't, you did come in me with your own pleasure. Be logic and be a man. I don't get pregnant by myself. It's not fair for the baby. What are you saying? We are not together and won't be. Why would that be good for a kid? So why, she said, did you keep cum inside me? Nah, she's spitting, and this only confirms what I've been saying about Walter and honestly Myron. He's guilty by association, and how they are as people and individuals. They are lames who just got into some fame, just got into some sort of clout, just got into some sort of motion, and so now they are displaying poor penis management. Now, I can get it. She came into the situation pretty delusional. She was on the show, I'm assuming, and she saw what type of, rhetoric they were spitting or what type of cachet. But then on the flip side of that, he was taking her out, having her be in his house on more than just a one-time spend the night basis, and now she's fallen in love with him. And then on top of that, even if he was telling her one thing, the actions were, hey, I'm coming inside of you and I'm telling you I want to have a baby. So not only is that poor penis management, but that's a form of manipulation if you ask me, to be honest with you. He says also things happen and yes, feelings change, but bringing a kid into this world without both parents' love is cruel. We both thought that you wouldn't get pregnant, and that's ultimately on you for listening to her about what potential birth control she is on. It's our baby and you want to end our baby. You are not being a good human. It's not about that right now. It's not good, and a lot is happening, especially now. Business may be over. I don't want kids right now, and we spoke about it and you agreed. She says, I never agreed. I agreed based on your actions, and you not educated. If you keep come inside of me, on me, I will get pregnant. I don't get pregnant without your behavior. Words mean nothing. Man up. I'm not saying I want to be with you because you are nothing to me, but the baby is innocent. She then goes on to display the pregnancy test online, talking about, this is his baby. She'll call shortly. Take responsibility for your actions. Listen, I would love in these situations to hold everybody equally accountable for their actions. She was a willing participant in this just as much as he was a willing participant in this. She was getting nutted in. She didn't stop him. Well, she can't necessarily stop him from doing the action, but she can stop having unprotected sex with him. That's perfectly fine and dandy. That's what I'm going to say to her. However, I don't know her. I don't know her words. She just is another one of these IG thoughts to me based off of what I see. What I can say about him specifically, and why I will give him more blame, is because of what he represents and the messages that he gives out online to the young men and the young women potentially that are out there listening. If you are saying to protect you as a high value man, a high earning man, you cannot ejaculate into all these women, then you have to then practice what you preach. Don't get happy feet in some pussy that you never thought you would have and then spray it up to where you're having sex with her for the entire month and you're coming in her. Act like you've been there before, buddy. Rarely does this ever happen. We have an opportunity to listen to what Daisy has to say in this situation and vouch for herself.
I want you to help me see what you saw, because there could be lots of other women that saw what you saw and felt what you felt. To me, there was so many red flags. I would have, I'm married, but if I was single, I would have stayed far away from him. So help me see what you saw initially from the time you saw him.
Okay. First of all, I don't like being with a boring man, and he was not boring. What I need from a man is being honest and not boring and knows what he wants. And he just shows me all of that. He may behave with other women like that, but from what I have felt, that he was real with me. When you're in love, you are kind of blindsided. So I wish I would never met him. But
okay, so now it's I wish I never met him, but you also fell in love. We're grown adults, and maybe cultural differences make you believe in love in a different way. However, you've been on their show, you've watched their content, you know how these guys roll. I don't want her to totally play a victim in this situation. It takes two to tango. Let's not do that today.
He makes me feel like he was really serious with me. He always tests me, ask me questions, like, what do you want from a man in the future? Like,
men do this where they want to know what kind of character they need to play in your life.
That's very true.
And they want to know the script. So you told him this.
He knows
Yeah,
what
because
I
you
want.
told him, girlfriend.
Okay, this woman is dumber than a box of rocks. Literally, this was game that Walter was putting on her. But again, Walter, if you know you're putting game on this woman, you gotta wrap it up, dog. You gotta put a condom on. You cannot just go in there having the milk sack burst up in her because you believe you can get away with that type of stuff. Or she said that she couldn't get pregnant. And listening to her speak more, these are the same dumb bimbos that he talks about not having sex with and not getting caught up with. But yet he's over here having unprotected sex coming inside of him left, right, and sideways. That's crazy.
I don't care about money. I never said I don't, because on the show I even said, they were asking me how much money do you think a man should make for? Yeah, I told them $1 million. That's my standards. He knows my standards.
A woman who was for money would never go 50-50 on that bracelet.
I know that's
and I bought my own ticket to Miami. First time I went to I bought my own ticket, and I know he buys ticket for other girls, but I never asked him can you buy me a ticket? For me, that's so cheap, just $200 or what? Because I'm really in love with the person, so I didn't even care about the money. The reason why he bought me the bracelet, because he bought me a fucking fake bracelet.
Whoa. Right now, 2024, Walter's got the biggest L award. It's really not even close.
But the moment I got the bracelet, I'm like, this is fake. But I didn't tell him immediately, and he was acting like he didn't know.
If Walter apologized for everything and came clean on everything, wouldn't you want him to be involved in your child's life?
But why would you care about that?
What do you mean? Well, because he's the most important person that we're talking about right now, right?
Yeah, but why do you care about he's gonna be a part of my baby's life?
Because it's about the baby. It's not about you. Having two parents in a household will yield great results for the child. I would think that you would think the person that you said you were in love with, being a part of that person's life, that child's life, would be very good and instrumental for his development. So why would it not be important to ask, hey, if he apologized, could he be back with you?
It's not just your babies, it's both of your babies, right? And doesn't the child
he doesn't
wants to be involved?
Yeah. It's both of our baby, but he's not acting like a man. Do you think he has a right to see the baby?
Do you think you have a right to child support?
Man, not again.
Destiny just ethered her. If he's willing to be in the child's life and provide for the child, well, why take away the option to have that opportunity? Because at the end of the day, isn't that all you really want? If you claim that you're not about for the money, and Destiny's talking about, hey, this opportunity presents itself where he can come back in the child's life, why would you turn that down?
He doesn't need to. That's fine.
Well, you said the U.S. government said he had to pay, but the U.S. government is also going to make you share custody with him too, right? Whether you want to or not, unless you have a compelling reason.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I will let what government decide to do. If they decide that, okay, my child have to see him, then that's fine. But if the government says, okay, my baby doesn't need to see him, then that's not unnecessary.
How do you make sure your child has a father that wants to spend time with him and be involved in his life, and has a mother?
Look, his father doesn't want him.
Okay, I'm done listening to her. Wrap it up. Put your meat away. Simple as that. This woman is clearly in it now. I believe there's a more financial gain than anything. However, if you are that alpha male and you want to spit all these narratives and messages to the youth and to the listening audience, don't live that lifestyle. Hey, this is what their country says you do anyway. She comes from a place where abortions and all that other stuff, that's not what they do over there. So step up, be the man. Both of y'all stupid. Like Judge Judy will say, case closed. This is crazy.